Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing an easy gel polish design from E.Den'S Rose. They've released some gel polish. I featured their acrylic many times on my channel. It's one of my favorites. So let's get into the video and see how much I love the gel polish. Okay, so this release that they've done has 12 colors. These bottles are 15 milliliters and they have the swatches on top of the bottles. But you know me, I still need my swatch sticks. So here are all the colors here that have been released in this collection. Off camera, I did apply full coverage square tips. I did my filing and all that off camera as well. I just wanted this video to be about the gel polish, but I will link some full coverage tip applications videos throughout this video, and also at the end of the video I will have my full coverage nail tip playlist. Sorry, it took me a second. I'm like, what am I saying? So I saw this design on TikTok and it was pretty simple, so unfortunately I didn't save it, and I kind of feel bad because I wanted to give credit to the person whose design I was inspired by. I don't know if she created it. I just saw it and was inspired by it. Unfortunately, I didn't save it, but next time I definitely will make more of an effort so that I can give the creator their credit. So I'm just going to do a vertical ombre, and the ombre doesn't need to be too perfect. I just didn't want a harsh line between the two colors. So I did the ombre and then I cured that in the lamp for 60 seconds. Now I'm going to go over the design but put the colors on the opposite side. So I'm going to put the purple on top of the pink and the pink on top of the purple. And you'll see why in just a few seconds. I wanted to make sure with this pink that it was a little bit opaque, so I did apply a little bit thicker amount than I did the purple. The purple is a little bit more pigmented. It's a darker color, so I had to go in with a little bit more gel polish just to cover that darker color. I believe any colors can kind of be used in this design. These are just the colors that I picked because they are two of my favorite colors to do my nails, so that's why I picked those. And so after you place the second coat of polish, you're just going to go in with a brush and kind of rub off some of the polish. And I do each line in opposite directions. I don't know if that matters. That's just what I saw the person do on TikTok. So I'm just going to expose the color under the gel polish. So it kind of gives like a checker design, but it's not a neat checker design, which I kind of like. On the other hand, I did, on my non-dominant hand, it looks a little bit more marble just because my hand isn't as steady. I am sure we all know that working on our dominant hand versus our non-dominant hand, it looks like two different people did the nails, but that's okay. It's something we're doing ourselves, and if we didn't like it, we can just go ahead and just file it off. But I actually did like the design. One other thing I wanted to say about the full coverage tips, because they were so long, I wanted to add a little bit of extra strength to them. So what I did was I applied them with E.Den'S Rose rubber base coat. After I applied them, I put a couple layers of the base coat on top just to add a little bit of extra strength to those nail tips because they were so long. So that's typically how I apply my full coverage tips. I'll also go in on top of them with like poly gel or acrylic or what have you. The only thing that I'm going to say in those situations is you just have to be really careful not to add bulk to the nail. But it is a great resource for people who are doing their own nails and they haven't necessarily gotten the shaping down. Or even if you are good at shaping and you just want to kind of take a break from all of that, you can just use these full coverage tips. These tips I'm using are actually available on my website, and I'll leave that information down below. I still had to shape them because they were square, and for me, I'm not really used to square. You guys know my favorite shape on my nails is stiletto. I'm trying to give videos, I try to make a point to not just do stiletto when I'm doing my own nails, especially if I'm filming. So I did also have to do a lot of shaping just because for me, I'm not used to the square shape, and it just took a while for it to get right for me. So that's just a little bit more information on full coverage tips. So I am going in with 2 coats of each color on this. I'm curing 60 seconds in between. And as I go, I'm just going to clean up around my cuticle areas with a cleanup brush. And that's pretty much it. The design's pretty simple. I only wanted to do 1 finger. You could do multiple fingers. You can do whatever you want. You can do the whole hand. But this is just what I decided to do. So, guys, I have officially finished nail school. We'll talk about that at some other time. I don't want to talk about that in this video. But I do want to let you guys know I will be back to recording and uploading weekly. Depending on what products I've bought or just my creativity, to be honest, like my inspiration. There might be weeks where there's 1 video or there might be weeks where there's 2 videos. It just really just depends on inspiration and what else I have going on. But I will be back to my weekly uploads. I'm going to go in also with E.Den'S Rose Top Coat. And the reason I chose this top coat is because it's a little bit thicker. On that middle finger where I did do the gel design, it did leave behind a little bit of texture on the nail. And for me, I can't take it. I need my nails to be smooth. So I wanted to go in with a little bit of a thicker top coat so that I can take away some of that texture. And there's other ways to do that when you're doing gel polish, and we can get into that in future videos. But for this, the purpose of this video and keeping everything simple, I just went in with a thicker top coat. But if that texture doesn't bother you, then by all means, definitely just go in with your regular top coat or what have you. I will link all the products that I'm using in the description box below, as I always do. So, back to what I was saying is I will be back to my weekly upload, so I am excited about that. I'm excited to continue with this journey. So I do appreciate everyone that kind of has been lurking around trying to see if I've uploaded. But the last month and a half of nail school, it was kind of a lot, and I started going extra hours just so I could finish. So I just really didn't have the space for YouTube. And, you know, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't really as inspired, and I was a little burnt out. So I've rested, and now I'm back. So I'm going to go in with my cuticle oil. You guys make sure that you are moisturizing the skin around your nails, especially the skin underneath your nails, daily. If not twice a day, at least do it 1 time a day. I have cuticle oil all over my house. Like I have some in the kitchen, I have it in my nail room, obviously. I have some by the bed, I have some in my bathroom. But I also use the oil for different means other than just cuticles, because it is oil. I do use it to moisturize my locks. If some of you guys are on my Instagram, you know that I do have starter locks. I have started my lock journey. There is a video of me discussing that on my community tab with another YouTuber, African Hair God. He's a licensed cosmetologist, and he is a salon owner. He specializes in natural hair. So if you guys check out my community tab, you can see that video. And I wanted to do some finish filing just because I lost a little bit of the shape of the nails with this design in the top coat. And it's just not too much filing, so you just go in and just clean up the sides. After this, I'm going to wash my hands, and then I'm going to take some pictures because I did get some oil on the nails, and then there's a little bit of dust. So, I know a lot of people don't do finish filing, but if your nails aren't crisp after you apply your gel, definitely do a little bit of finish filing and see if you can bring that crispness back. So guys, here are the nails. Like I said, it's a really simple design. This is a really short, quick video just to say, hey, introduce this new gel polish, and I actually do like it a lot. So I will be playing with it a little bit more, and you will see it in future videos. So definitely let me know what you guys think down below. Make sure you guys like this video. Make sure if you like my content, you are subscribed to my channel. And yeah, so I will see everybody soon for another video, and I want to thank everyone for spending their time with me.